Hi friends, welcome to another RedditRev episode. Please subscribe and hit that like button if you're enjoying the content, and please share it with your friends if you can. I'd really appreciate it. Also, please leave me a comment to let me know what you think of the episode. Now let's get started with today's stories.
Wife of 7 years cheated on me. Now everyone in my circle, friends, her parents, and my parents are suggesting me to take her back. Don't know what to do. I met my wife 10 years ago. We both were in college, dated for 3 years and married for 7. She is beautiful and amazing person and everyone in my family loves her. 4 months ago I found out my wife was having an affair with a mutual friend of ours. It was a 1.5-month affair. She was acting very shady at that time. She would ignore my messages, turn me down every time I tried to initiate sex. I thought something was wrong. I did snooping but found nothing. Eventually I hired a PI. Within 1 week I got proofs. She was having an affair with our mutual friend. I immediately confronted her. She confessed having an affair. Immediately she started crying, begging. Basically all classic cheater moves when they are caught. I asked her for all details, with detailed timeline. At night gave me everything. Basically she was using another phone for having an affair. She told me she had sex with him only 4 times and rest of time they were just hanging out and having fun. 3 days later, more crying and talking crap about herself. She told me that she had deleted all contracts with him and do whatever it takes to make our marriage work. She suggested MC. I denied, told her to leave me alone. I was hurt, betrayed, humiliated. She moved out to her parents. She started texting me every hour how much she loves me and how she regrets this, and will do anything to save our marriage. After completely ignoring her for 2 days, I texted her that we are getting divorced. She freaked out and started having emotions breakdown. My phone started blowing up with her parents, sister, friends telling me not to end marriage and at least give her a chance. Later that day she made a long post on FB explaining how she fucked up and how she has destroyed her marriage, basically admitting her affair publicly. But I was rock solid on my decision. She even insisted to have a lie detector test to clear my doubts, that she never cheated in the past. Blah blah blah. I asked her for some time alone to process all this. We have been living separate since. This was all 4 months ago. Last week I asked her for divorce and she started crying, begging for another chance. After that she visited my parents and asked them to convince me not to divorce. Last night my parents and her parents tried to convince me to work things out. And after she made her FB post, almost all of our mutual friends were telling me how she was brave to admit her affair and that she loves me and I should at least give her a chance. I'm on an edge of having a breakdown. She is truly remorseful and regrets this, I can assure you this. I do love her and her cheating on me hurts the most. I don't know what to do. Anyone who has reconciled, how are things going on? Small update. First of thanks to each and every one of you. The amount of support I got in last 15 hours was unbelievable. I'm sorry I couldn't reply to your comments, and PM I'm trying to answer some common questions. We don't have kids. We were planning to have kids after this pandemic was over. We both own a business and we work together. I haven't talked to her in almost 3 months, only business related stuff. Here's the update. After reading all your comment and PMs I decided, talk to my parents. I called and told them that I was going for divorce. After an hour later she called me crying, not to end it. And told me to at least meet her in person. Since the day I haven't seen her or talked about affair. Every time I talked I ignored the talk about affair. She told me she'll explain everything, at least hear her side of story, and after hearing it whatever decision I'll take she'll respect that. Since I don't know what was going on and don't have much information about the affair, it will be like closure to me. So I've decided to meet her on Sunday. That's it, nothing dramatic. Comment 1. Also she didn't admit to the affair, her ass got caught and she's trying to make herself look better by manipulating the story. It sucks to be cheated on, but if both parties don't want to work to try and move past it, the cheater needs to own up to their mistakes and let the other person moves on. Being cheated on just breaks a huge level of trust that you can't just magically get back with an apology. Comment 2. Exactly this, she decided to get her fun somewhere else instead to work on the marriage and is now regretting it. You caught her and to cover her own, but she made a FB post to get sympathy with her friends and even talked to your parents. I'm sorry to say OP, but I find this behavior highly manipulative. And for those who think she was brave to admit to the affair and deserves a second chance, tell them exactly what you think of it and ask them to remove the dagger from your back and give it to their own so that in the near future they themselves know how it might feel to be betrayed by the one you trust. Trust is easily broken, hard to gain, and even harder to regain and sometime impossible if someone you trust had broken it. Comment 3. Even otherwise OP won't be able to love the person fully and it just won't feel like a relationship as a wife and husband. He deserves to find his own love now. If she were truly remorseful she would have told him at the first time she did it. She is only upset cause she got caught. Honestly I don't get why people cheat and just try to put in some effort into the relationship and at least give it a few tries before you just drop the ball and say that the relationship doesn't work. Next story. Wife, 30F, cheated on me, 33F, physically and emotionally for a month. Edit, I am a 33 male. Apologies for the typo. TLDR, I was cheated on throughout March and wife just told me today. Hi all, I have had the worst weekend so far. I, 33M, have been married to my wife, 30F, for 6 years now. Whilst I will honestly say that I needed to improve communication etc., I did not ever think that I would be cheated upon. My wife moved 4 hours away for a temporary job in October 2021. Since then, our communication was strained and we didn't feel like we really connected. In this new job however, her supervisor is a really well-known guy in their field and took in my wife. I felt that they were getting too close during Christmas time and I voiced my concern about having a boundary with this guy. Sadly my wife enjoyed his company too much. In February 2022, she said that she was developing feelings for this guy. I told her to squash it but that I trusted her. Apparently this guy and my wife even said, "Oh I like you but we need to keep things professional." I was the greatest fool but I believed her. I even met this scumbag around this time so he fucking knew that she was married. Turns out they have been fucking multiple times in the office and in her temporary accommodation for a month. I asked for a number but she said she didn't keep count. Unbelievable. I just can't. This has gone on for at least a month but she said she put a stop to it after she felt guilty enough. Since February, since the emotional cheating started, my wife has been overly critical about me, having unnecessary arguments and trying to shut down all romance that I showed. She even controlled the narrative that I was all to blame and I really started to doubt if I was being a good partner. But that guilt dam broke today for her. I tried really hard over the last 2 months to mend my faults but my wife told me that she slept with her supervisor multiple times for a month. I used to think that cheating was my line in the sand but I really don't know. She came forward herself and is being remorseful. I feel like I just want to go back and be all happy. But she first built an emotional relationship with this supervisor. Cheated on me multiple times. Did not tell me for 4 months. Made me question myself. And that douchebag is still the #1 contact on her WhatsApp cause they need to talk about professional reasons. I just don't know what to think. I can't really go to my family because I know they will crucify her for hurting me. So please, any help and guidance on how to proceed will be greatly appreciated. I feel so much anger, loss, sadness, and the image of my wife fucking that guy, in her room, by a picture of us on the nightstand.
I hope you enjoyed our video. It's always a pleasure creating these stories, and if you liked what you saw, please take the time to show your support by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing if you haven't already done so. Sharing with your friends is also greatly appreciated. Let me know in the comments section below what you think of our videos. I'm all ears. Be sure to check back soon for more original Reddit stories every day on RedditRev. Until then, stay awesome, my friend.